It was raining when we arrived. The bus dropped us off at the bottom of a narrow path. We walked for 10 minutes, carrying our bags, until we saw the cabin. It stood alone in the forest, dark and quiet, surrounded by tall trees and thick fog. There were 6 of us, students from different countries, here for an English immersion retreat. We came to improve our speaking, practice writing, and disconnect from the internet for a week. Inside, the cabin was simple. Wooden walls, 2 bedrooms, a small kitchen, and a fireplace. Everything smelled like old wood and dust. It felt untouched. "Wow," said Sam. "This place is from another time." We each picked a bed and explored the cabin. Lisa, quiet and always observant, was the last to enter the main room. She walked slowly, noticing details the others missed. On the stone mantel above the fireplace, she found it, a thick, leather-bound book. "What's this?" she asked, brushing off the dust. There was no title, no name, just blank pages inside. "Maybe it's for writing practice," said Anna. "Let's use it as a journal." That night, Lisa sat on the floor near the fire and wrote in the book for the first time. "Today I arrived at the cabin." She smiled. It felt good to write something simple. The next morning, after breakfast, Lisa went to the bathroom. The mirror was foggy from steam, but something caught her eye. A sentence appeared, slowly forming in the condensation. "Today I arrived at the cabin." She froze. She hadn't spoken it aloud, but the mirror, it knew. Lisa didn't tell anyone about the mirror. Maybe it was a trick of the steam or her imagination. Still, she couldn't stop thinking about it. That evening, while the others played cards, she opened the leather book again. The pages were still blank, except for her one sentence from yesterday. It looked normal, no glowing, no strange marks, just her handwriting. She decided to try something. Lisa wrote, "The rain will stop." Outside it was pouring hard. Thunder echoed in the distance. 10 minutes passed. Nothing changed. She laughed at herself, feeling silly. But then, the sound faded. The rain stopped, completely. She stood and went to the window. The sky was still cloudy, but dry. The others noticed too. "Strange," Sam said. "It was supposed to rain all night." Later, curious, another student named Carlos picked up the book. He smiled and wrote, "I will find a key today." They searched the cabin for fun, opening drawers and cabinets. Under the rug by the front door, Carlos bent down and laughed. "I found something." He held up a small, rusty key. Everyone clapped. Maybe it was coincidence, but Lisa didn't think so. That night, she stared at the book while lying in bed. Her heart was beating faster. She didn't understand what was happening, but deep down, she felt it. The book was listening, and it was real. That night, Lisa had a strange dream. She was standing alone in the cabin's living room. The fire was out. Shadows moved along the walls. The book floated in midair, its pages flipping fast. A voice whispered, "Only truth must be written." Lisa woke up gasping. The next morning, she told Anna about the dream. "That's creepy," Anna said, "but it's just a dream." Lisa went to check the book. A new sentence was there, one she hadn't written. "Someone here is lying." She called everyone into the room. "Did anyone write this?" No one answered. They looked at each other, confused or guilty. Carlos swore it wasn't him. Sam laughed it off. "Maybe it wrote itself," he joked. No one laughed. From that moment, everything changed. The fun atmosphere was gone. People became quiet, careful. Suspicion settled in. That evening, Lisa wrote nothing. She only watched. Sam tried again. He wrote, There is candy in the kitchen, and strangely, later, someone found an unopened chocolate bar behind the flour. Cool, Sam said. I like this book. But Lisa wasn't smiling. Her hands were cold. She remembered the voice in her dream. Only truth must be written. The book wasn't a toy. It had rules, and someone had already broken one. Sam didn't care about rules. He thought the book was fun, a game. That night, while everyone else was outside near the fire, he stayed inside. He wrote, Lisa will scream at midnight. He laughed quietly to himself. Just a harmless prank. Later, back in bed, Lisa couldn't sleep. Something felt wrong. Her skin tingled. Her mind buzzed with fear. Then the clock struck midnight. She sat up, choking. A sharp pain hit her chest. Her mouth opened on its own and she screamed, loud, raw, uncontrollable. Everyone ran into her room. What happened? Anna asked, holding her. I don't know, Lisa gasped. It just happened. Sam stepped back, face pale. He didn't say a word. The next morning, Lisa went straight to the book. The sentence was still there. Lisa will scream at midnight. Angry and scared, she grabbed an eraser and rubbed the words as hard as she could. The letters faded, but slowly they reappeared, stronger, thicker. You cannot erase what is written. Lisa dropped the book. Her hands were shaking. She looked at Sam. He avoided her eyes. Anna whispered, What kind of book is this? No one had answers, but they all felt it now, deep and cold. The book wasn't just magic. It was watching, and it did not forgive. They stopped writing in the book. For 2 days, it stayed closed on the table. No one touched it. No one spoke of it. But it wasn't finished with them. On the third morning, Lisa entered the main room and froze. The book was open. A fresh sentence appeared, written in large black ink. Tomorrow, someone will disappear. Her blood turned cold. She called the others. Everyone stared at the page in silence. Sam laughed nervously. It's just trying to scare us. Carlos replied, Like it scared Lisa? They argued, fear rising in their voices. Anna tried the door, locked. The windows wouldn't open either. The signal on their phones was still dead. Someone locked us in, she said, or something. That night, everyone slept in the same room, too afraid to be alone. Lisa didn't sleep. She watched the book. It didn't move, but she felt it breathing, not with air, but with power. Morning came. Carlos was gone. His bed was untouched. His shoes were still beside it, but he was nowhere. They searched the cabin, called his name, shouted into the woods. Nothing. Lisa returned to the book. Under the last sentence, a new one appeared. 1 gone, 6 remain. No one slept that night. The cabin felt smaller now, colder, as if the walls were watching. Lisa sat near the fire, holding the book. Its pages flipped on their own faster than before. At the very back, she found a final section. It was a list, 7 names. Carlos, gone. Sam, will confess. Anna, will run. Nina, will hide. Liam, will scream. Mia, will freeze. Lisa, will write the final sentence. Her name was the last. She showed the others. Panic spread. What does this mean? Nina asked. It's predicting us, Sam said, like a curse. They tried to destroy the book. They burned 1 page. It turned to ash, but then appeared again, untouched. Sam broke down. He cried, confessing that he wrote Lisa's scream. I'm sorry, he sobbed. I didn't know it was real. Then, under his name, the word confessed appeared. 1 line updated. Lisa's heart pounded. They were running out of time. Lisa knew what she had to do. She opened the book and turned to the last page again. Her name still waited. "We'll write the final sentence." The fire burned low beside her. Everyone sat in silence, watching. She picked up the pen. Her hand trembled. She thought hard. Then slowly she wrote, "The cabin will let us go. The story ends here." The fire roared suddenly. The cabin shook. Lights flickered. Then, silence. The air felt lighter. They waited. 1 minute, 2, 10. Lisa stood and walked to the front door. She reached for the knob. It turned. The door opened. Sunlight poured in. The forest was quiet, calm. Everyone rushed outside. They laughed, cried, hugged. Lisa turned back to look one last time. The book was still on the table, but now its cover had changed. In gold letters it read, "Writer needed." She didn't touch it. She closed the door behind her and walked away. Did you enjoy this story? Let us know in the comments so we can continue. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more. Learn English through story, improve your vocabulary, and immerse yourself in thrilling narratives. See you in the next episode.